Introduction. Geometry is the biggest and the oldest branch of mathematics. Geometry is derived from two words. Geo means earth and metry means to measure. Geometry plays a vital role for engineers, architects, designers, and navigators. They use geometrical ideas for planning buildings, bridges, roads, boats, planes, and spaceships. We also use various geometrical objects in our daily lives such as boxes, pencils, scales, cycle wheels, joker's cap, books, tables, balls, etc. Point. A fine dot made by a sharp pencil on a plain paper represents a point. It is a mark of position or location. It has no length, no breadth, and no thickness. Sharp the pencil and mark a dot on a plain sheet of paper. This dot represents a point. Mark as many dots as you can. Name them A, B, C, and D, and so on as shown. These points are read as point A, point B, point C, point D, point P, point Q, and point R. Line segment. Line segment is the shortest straight path which join any 2 points on a plane. A line segment has a definite length that can be measured. Measurement of line segment. To measure a given line segment, say PQ, place the ruler on line segment in such a way that 0 mark of ruler coincides with any one of the end points of line segment PQ. Say 0 coincides with point P and observe the mark of ruler which coincides with point Q. Let it coincides at 3 cm and 2 mm. Thus, length of PQ is equal to 3.2 cm. In the brackets, 3 cm plus 2 mm. Ray. A line segment that extends endlessly in one direction is called a ray. It is represented by ray AB. This indicates that line segment extended in the direction from A to B. A ray has no definite length. Point A is called initial point or one end point of ray AB. Ray AB is not equal to ray BA because both have extended endlessly in opposite direction, or both have different initial point. Line. A line segment extended endlessly in both the directions is called a line. Line has no endpoints. It can be represented as AB or BA. Line has no definite length. Concurrent lines. 2 or more lines passing through one common point are called concurrent lines, and the common point is called point of concurrence of the given lines. In figure, O is the point of concurrence and L, M, N, P are concurrent lines. In a wheel of cart or tire of cycle, all the spokes are called as concurrent lines. Difference between line, ray, and line segment. Line, ray, line segment. A. A line has no end point. A ray has only one initial point. Line segment has 2 end points. B. It can be extended indefinitely in any direction. It can be extended only in one direction. It cannot be extended. C. It has no length. It has no length. It has fixed length. D. A line AB is represented as, a ray PQ is represented as, a line segment RS is represented as.
Example. How many line segments are there in the given figure? Name them. Solution.
There are 2 line segments AB or BA and AC or CA.
Angles. When 2 lines intersect each other, they form an angle. In the figure, ray OA and ray OB intersect each other at point O, forming an angle AOB. An angle is represented by symbol.
The figure shows angle AOB where O is the vertex of an angle and OB and OA are arms of the angle. Angle can be named as angle AOB, angle BOA or angle O. For the given figure, the region between the arms of an angle is called interior of an angle and rest shaded part lies in the exterior of angle. Remember, while naming it, vertex is always written in the middle of the angle. So, if we write angle OAB or angle ABO, then it will be wrong. Measure of an angle is the amount of rotation or turn about the vertex required to move one ray to the second. Vertex, initial position of first ray, final position of ray to the second ray. Look around and find out different angles in surroundings. First, open your book or notebook and make different angles. Second,
Do you have a divider or compass?
in your geometry box, try to make different angles using them. Third, have you seen a scissor? Its two blades make different angles when it is opened. Can you identify its arms and vertex of the angle formed? Fourth, try to make different angles using spectacles, wallet, stapler, pencil box, etc. Example: identify the points which lie in interior, exterior and on the angle. Solution: points that lie in the interior of angle BOA are PQ and R. Points that lie in the exterior of angle BOA are ST and U. Points that lie on the angle are A, O and B. Comparing angles. If we look around, we see different angles in our daily life. Angles made by opening a book, angles made by arms, angles made while opening mouth by animals and birds. Some of the animals or birds can open their mouth more than others. Let us now learn to compare two angles. Let us observe the following angles. Figure A, Figure B, Figure C, Figure D. By looking at the angles, can you name the smallest and largest angle? As we see, it is easier for us to decide
Which one is smallest?
Can you guess the largest angle? But it is difficult to guess the greatest angle by simply looking at them. Can you tell which two angles are confusing for deciding the greatest angle? Now, let us learn to compare two angles by the method of superimposition while tracing paper. A. Method of superimposition. Any two angles can be compared by placing one over the other, that is, by the method superimposition. Let us compare the two angles. Let us trace any of the angle on a tracing paper and place it over the other. We should place the vertex of one angle exactly at the vertex of the other one and one arm coinciding exactly over the one arm of the other angle. If the second arm of the cut out angle lies in the interior of the other angle, then the angle traced on tracing paper is smaller than the other angle. Now, can you guess which angle will be greater if the other arm of the traced angles lies beyond the other arm of the given angle? And what if both the arms of both the angles coincide with each other? Will the two angles be equal in this case? B. Comparison of two angles without superimposition. Let us draw a circle on a tracing paper which can be moved and placed on the figures. Now, we will place the circle in such a way its center is on the vertex of one of the angle. Mark the points A and B on the boundary of the circle, at the points where the arms of the angle touches the circle. Now, place this circle on the second angle such that center of the circle coincides with the vertex of the second angle and one of the arm OY of second angle exactly overlap OB of the circle. Now, note the position of the point A. There are three possibilities. A. Point A lies on the arm of the other angle. B. Point A lies inside the arm of the other angle. C. Point A lies outside the arm of the other angle. Now, discuss with your partner in which case the angles will be equal. Can you guess if point A lies outside the arm of the other angle? Then angle AOB is smaller or greater than the other angle. Let us discuss another example. Teacher asked Ria and Simran to make angles for the beak of the bird shown in the picture. They showed their drawings to the teacher. Angle drawn by Ria. Angle drawn by Simran. Anubhav was asked to measure their drawing using the tracing paper and he noticed that both of them have same measure. He got little confused as by looking at the figures he thought Simran's angle was greater. What do you conclude? Does length of arms of angles decide about the measure of the angle or not? Anubhav was asked to reduce the angle made by Simran. He simply rubbed the arms of the angle. Do you think he did right? Of course not. Different types of angles. Observe the opening of your book when you open it completely on the table. You have to make a half turn of the cover to open on the table. Let us see the direction of the arms of the angle so formed. Are they in opposite direction? Do they lie in straight line? Such an angle is called a straight angle, that is, angle having its arms in opposite direction is called a straight angle. A straight angle is equal to 180 degree. Now, take a point C above or below the line AOB, join OC. Now, angle AOB is divided into two angles, angle AOC and angle COB. Are they equal? If not, then which one is smaller? Suppose point C is taken in such a way that angle AOB is divided equally into two angles. Can you guess what will be the measure of each angle? Yes, it is half of straight angle, that is 180 degree divided by 2 is equal to 90 degrees. An angle whose measure is equal to 90 degree is called a right angle. In the given figure, angle BOC is smaller than angle AOC. Thus, it is understood that angle BOC is less than 90 degree. An angle less than 90 degree is called an acute angle. What about angle AOC? Is it more than half of angle AOB? An angle which is greater than 90 degree is called an obtuse angle.
Angle can be classified as acute angles, right angles, obtuse angles. Acute angle less than 90 degree. Right angle in the bracket is equal to 90 degree. Obtuse angle greater than 90 degree.
Complete angle. When a ray rotates a full circle and it returns back to its original position, it is called as complete angle. Here, angle AOB is a complete angle and its measure is 360 degree. Rohan and Saransh are playing a game in which they have drawn a circle on the ground. Rohan is at point A. O is the center of the circle. Saransh is at point B. They have to see who completes one round in lesser time. Can you guess what angle they will make after completing one round? Yes, it will be a complete angle. What will be measure of it? 180 degree or 360 degree? It will be 360 degree. Reflex angle. It is an angle which is more than 180 degree but less than the complete angle. Its measure lies between 180 degree and 360 degree. Here, angle AOB is a reflex angle. How to measure an angle? Till now, we have learnt A. Comparison of angles, B. Identifying angles as acute, obtuse or right angle simply by looking at them. Now, let us try to compare the two angles shown here. Are both look equal? How can we decide accurately which one is bigger? Let us now learn to measure the angles so that we can identify exactly which angle is bigger and how much more it is than the other angles. Mathematicians divide the entire circle into 360 degree equal angles at the center. Each angle measure of each of these unit part is considered as 1 degree and is written as 1 degree. This unit is used to assign measure to any angle. So number of unit 1 degree parts are contained inside an angle is the measure of the angle. Now, can you find the measure of the angle given below? It contains 30 units of 1 degree angle, so its measure is 30 degree. Historic evolution. Have you ever thought why there are 360 degree in a complete angle or in a circle? The concept of dividing a circle into 360 segments dates back to ancient times. It is mentioned in the Rig Veda, an ancient Indian Vedic text, about a chakra or wheel with 360 spokes. Rig Veda 1.164.48. In other ancient civilizations such as Sumerians and Babylonians, a system called sexagesimal were used to represent numbers. In this system, there are 60 different symbols to make numbers. Many calendars of ancient civilization such as Indian, Babylonian, Egyptian, etc. were having 360 days in a year. Mathematically, 360 is the smallest number that is divisible by all the numbers up to 10 except 7. Besides, 360 is divisible by 12, the total number of months in a year, and also completely divisible by 24. Total number of hours in a day. Don't you think that 360 is a special number? Let us understand by an illustration. 360 degree divided by 2 is equal to 180 degree is equal to number of equal parts 2. 360 degree divided by 3 is equal to 120 degree is equal to number of equal parts 3. 360 degree divided by 4 is equal to 90 degree is equal to number of equal parts 4. 360 degree divided by 5 is equal to 72 degree is equal to number of equal parts 5. 360 degree divided by 6 is equal to 60 degree is equal to number of equal parts 6. 360 degree divided by 8 is equal to 45 degree is equal to number of equal parts 8. 360 degree divided by 9 is equal to 40 degree is equal to number of equal parts 9. 360 degree divided by 10 is equal to 36 degree is equal to number of equal parts 10. 360 degree divided by 12 is equal to 30 degree is equal to number of equal parts 12. Instrument to measure angles in degrees. Have you seen an instrument as shown in your geometry box? This is called protractor. It is in the shape of half a circle and is divided into 180 degree equal parts. We have two types of protractor. Unlabeled protractor. In an unlabeled protractor, the straight angle at the center is equally divided into 180 units. Each of the unit has a measure of 1 degree. Every long mark on this unlabeled protractor reflects 10 degree, and between every 10 degree mark there is a small marking for 5 degree also. And then each of 5 degrees divided into 5 smaller units. So, while measuring an angle using this unlabeled protractor, we need to calculate using the marking for 10 degree and 5 degree. Labeled protractor. A labeled protractor is slightly different than an unlabeled protractor as it has numbers 0, 10, 20, 180 written on it. It has two sets of numbers written, one increasing from right to left and other decreasing from right to left as shown in the figure. Measuring an angle using protractor. As you know that a protractor is used to measure angles. Let us learn how to measure an angle. Number 1. To measure an angle XOY, we place the protractor in such a way that center of the protractor connects with O, vertex of angle. Number 2. Adjust the protractor in such a way that one of the arms passes through the line of 0 degree mark on the protractor. Number 3. Note the mark where arm OY touches the protractor. Here, angle XOY is equal to 70 degree as here OY touches 70 degree mark of the protractor. Common mistakes while measuring an angle using protractor. Always be careful that one arm of the angle should coincide with zero line of any side of protractor. Correct method. Incorrect methods. Method 1. Method 2. We can measure angle by placing the protractor in such position where vertex coincides with the center of the circle. Can you find the measure of angles given below? Yes, angle XOY is 30 degree and angle YOZ is 110 degree minus 30 degree is equal to 80 degree, which is the difference of angles on protractor where OZ and OY coincide. Making of protractor of your own. Make a circle on a thick sheet of paper. Fold it in half. Cut the circle through the crease to get a semicircle. Write 0 degree in the bottom right corner of the semicircle. This semicircle represents half of the complete angle, so mark the other end at the left corner of the semicircle as 180 degree. Fold the semicircle sheet in half so as to form a quarter circle. Now we know that measure of a quarter of circle is 1/4 of full turn or complete angle. Therefore, 1/4 multiplied by 360 degree is equal to 90 degree. Then mark 90 degree at the top of semicircle. Fold the sheet again. It will be 1/2 of 1/4 of a circle, that is 1/8 of the circle, that is 1/8 of 360 degree is equal to 45 degree. Now, new crease so formed quarter as the measure of 45 degree and 180 degree minus 45 degree as shown. So write 45 degree and 135 degree at the correct places on the new creases along with the edges of semicircle. Continue with another fold to get 1/2 of 1/8 of a circle, that is 1/16 of 360 degree is equal to 22.5 degree. So, each new crease will represent 22.5 degree, 67.5 degree, 112.5 degree, 157.5 degree. You can continue the process till you are comfortable in folding the semicircle.
Bisector of an angle. Did you notice each time you folded the semicircle, it divided the angle into half? The angle bisector of an angle is the line that divides the angle into two equal parts. Now, you can identify the angle bisectors in your self-made protractor. Now, make different angles on a sheet of paper, and by folding them exactly in half, you will be able to get their angle bisector. Angle in a clock. As you are aware that a clock has two hands, one shorter and another the longer one. Both of them are joined at the center. The hands move with the passage of time. It has 12 equal divisions representing hours, and each division has 5 equal divisions representing minutes. You all have learned in your previous classes about reading and drawing of time in a clock. Let us find out angles between the two hands of a clock when it shows A. 2 o'clock, B. 4 o'clock, C. 6 o'clock, D. 9 o'clock. A clock shows a complete angle at the center and it is divided into 12 equal parts, so that angle for each equal part is 360 degree divided by 12 is equal to 30 degree. Thus, when the clock shows 2 o'clock, the two hands of clock are making angle equal to 2 multiplied by 30 degree is equal to 60 degree. For 4 o'clock is equal to 4 multiplied by 30 degree is equal to 120 degree. For 6 o'clock is equal to 6 multiplied by 30 degree is equal to 180 degree. For 9 o'clock is equal to 3 multiplied by 30 degree is equal to 90 degree. Can you guess why it is not 9 multiplied by 30 degree is equal to 270 degree? Constructing an angle. Two rays having common initial point forms an angle. Let us learn to construct the angles in the following ways. Number 1. Construction of an angle of a given measure. Let us learn to construct an angle of measure 50 degree. Step 1. Draw a line segment AB. Step 2. Place the center of protector at A and the zero edge along line segment AB. Step 3. Start with 0 in the direction of B. Mark a point C at 50 degree. Step 4. Join AC. Now, angle BAC is the required angle. Number 2. Construction of an angle equal to an angle of unknown measure. Given an angle ABC whose measure is not known. Step 1. Draw a ray OX. Step 2. With B as center and a suitable radius, draw an arc to intersect BA and BC at X and Y respectively. Step 3. With O as center and with the same radius as in above step, draw an arc to intersect OX at P. Step 4. Now with radius equal to YX and with P as center, draw an arc to intersect the arc made in step 3 at Q. Step 5. Join OQ and produce it. Angle QOP is the required angle. Verification. With the help of protector, we can verify that angle ABC is equal to angle QOP or angle QOX. Number 3. Construction of bisector of an angle. Bisecting an angle means drawing a ray in the interior of the angle with its initial point at the vertex of the angle such that the angle is divided into two equal parts. Step 1. With vertex O as center and convenient radius, draw arc intersecting OA and OB at P and Q respectively. Step 2. With P as center and radius more than half of PQ, draw an arc. Step 3. With the same radius as in step 2 and center as Q, draw another arc intersecting the previous arc at R. Step 4. Join OR. OR is the required bisector of angle AOB. Verification. Measure angle AOR and angle BOR and verify that angle AOR is equal to angle BOR.